Hello, my name is Anton. I am going to explain main features of the Rotormann rotary table. Let me tell you about our innovative product which has no analogs. Let's start with the advantages and basic functions. Number 1. The rotary table is equipped with its own controller. You can perform any job using tablet or mobile phone. You will only need to install the app which is already included in the kit. Analogs from other manufacturers require an expensive massive controller that takes up extra space. In our case, it is inclusive. Functions of our rotary table are the same as those of most analogs, only our rotary table is also equipped with a synchronizer, which will be described in a minute. Number 2. There is no external braking system. Analogs will require a hydraulic station or a pneumatic line to brake when the rotation reaches a certain position, but in our case, an autonomous brake system is applied, which is a hydromechanical brake already integrated into the rotary table. Number 3. The servo driver is already installed inside the rotary table and included in the kit. The rotary table is ready to do its job and does not require any additional devices. What else? Thanks to this device's so-called Synchronizer, we are able to cut gears, sprockets, splines, not with single turns of the rotary table, but using worm mills. This significantly increases the production process. The Synchronizer consists of a sensor and control board that checks the readings from the rotating part and transfers them to the rotary table. We had to increase the rigidity on the faceplate by increasing the diameter of the main bearing so that when cutting with a worm cutter, vibration would not harm the process. Analogs with a smaller bearing diameter are not able to cope with such a job and begin to vibrate. Thanks to the massive base and the enlarged bearing, we have achieved the required rigidity. Now, let's check out how the app works. The app has several modes: manual mode, synchronous mode, circle division mode. Manual mode. Rotate the machine in one direction or another. Everything is quite easy here. Rotate to the required degree. Synchronous mode. It works only with the synchronizer. With this device, which I already have shown you, everything is installed very easy. There are magnets in it. Install it and now ready to do the job. We'll get back to this in a bit. Circle division. In this mode, we have the function to use or not use the brake. While using the brake, when it enters the position after rotating, it brakes automatically. For example, we need to make turns on 10 degrees. Set the number 10, skip the number of steps, press start. That's it. Turned on 10 degrees, 20, 30, and so on. The app shows at what position we are in now. We can also adjust the number of steps. We set 3 steps on 10 degrees and it automatically executes commands. Well, now we got to the synchronous mode. Press the synchronous mode and the rotary table begins to follow the tool. We rotate the tool and see how the faceplate rotates. The controller monitors the position of the tool constantly. When changing the number of cutting teeth, you can see how the speed on the faceplate changes. Indicate, let's say, 100 teeth, and you see that it rotates noticeably slower. This is the main difference between our rotary table and analogs, that you no longer need to invent anything else. You just indicate the information in the app, and the rotary table calculates everything automatically, constantly falling into tact. Now, we will show you how to cut the gear on the rotary table with the worm milling cutter.